How Chapter 12. How King Pellinore rode after the lady, and the knight that led her away, and how the lady desired help of him, and how he fought with two knights for the lady, of whom he slew the one at the first stroke. Then King Pellinore armed him and mounted upon his horse, and rode more than a pace after the lady that the knight led away. And as he rode in a forest, he saw in a valley a damosel Sir by well, and wounded knight in her arms. And Pellinore saluted her, and when she was ware of him, she cried over loud, "Help me, knight, for Christ's sake." King Pellinore, and he would not tarry, he was so eager in his quest, and ever she prayed unto God to send him as much need of help as she had, and that he there was wounded. Wherefore the lady, for pure sorrow, slew herself with his laborer. Sawest thou not, said Pellinore, a knight riding and leading away, and yonder beneath in the valley there shall ye two pavilions, and one of his cousin near, wherefore he should lead her no farther. And so they waged, said he would have rule of her, by cause he was her kinsman, and would apace each of them fighting. And lady was but left with the two squires in the pavilions. For God thank thee, said King Pellinore. Then he rode a while till he had a sight of two pavilions, and two knights fighting. Anon he rode until the pavilions, and saw the lady, that it was his quest, and said, Fair lady, ye must go with me unto the court of King Arthur. Sir knight, said the two squires that were with her, yonder are two knights that fight for this lady. Go thither and depart to them. And he agreed with them. And then may ye have her at your pleasure. Ye say well, said King Pellinore. And anon he rode betwixt them, and departed them, and asked then the causes why that they fought. Sir knight, said the one, I shall tell you. This lady and my kinswoman nigh, mine's aunt's daughter. And when I heard her complain that she was with him maugre, her head I waged battle to fight with him. Sir knight, said the other, whose name was Honslake of Wentland, and this lady I gat by my prowess of arms this day at Arthur's court. That is untruly said, said King Pellinore, for ye came in suddenly, that there as we were at the high feast, and took away this lady, or any man might make him ready, and therefore it was my quest to bring her again, you both, else that the one was to abide in the field. Therefore the lady shall go with me, or I will die for it, for I have promised King Arthur, and therefore fight ye no more, for none of you shall have no part of her at this time. And if ye list to fight for her, fight with me, and I will defend her. Well, said the knights, make you ready, and we shall assail you with all our power. And as King Pellinore would have put his horse from them, Sir Honslake rove his horse through with a sword, and said, Now art thou on foot as well as we are. When King Pellinore espied that his horse was slain, lightly he leapt from his horse, and pulled out his sword, and put his shield afore him, and said, Knight, keep well thy head, for thou shalt have a buffet for the slaying of my horse. So King Pellinore gave him such a stroke upon the helm that he clave his head down to the chin, that he fell to the earth dead.